Well, hello everyone, this is David with Classic Automotive, and today I just wanted to share with you a new product that we brought to the market for Honda Elements. Without further ado, here they are. These are subframe connectors for any 2003 to 2011 Honda Element. What these do is connect the rear bolt of the rear trailing arm to the rear subframe of the car. When we designed these, we first generally thought that we would be stabilizing the area because of rust concerns. And now that we've actually built them and installed them, there was a happy little accident. I call it a Bob Ross moment. And that Bob Ross moment was this: the moment that I drove the shop element, which is this element right here, the moment that I drove the shop element out of the shop, I instantly noticed a difference. That the back end of the car felt extremely more stable, that as I drove around curves, my side-to-side sway was more stable. I've always thought when driving my Element, especially on curvy roads, that it felt like there was a lot of weight towards the top rear of the vehicle. Now obviously I have a rack on top of this Element, sometimes I have a rooftop tent, but I've always felt like there was a lot of back-end sway that was up high in the car. And when we installed these subframe connectors, that feeling went away, and now suddenly this Element felt far more capable as an off-road vehicle or as a four-wheel drive or RT4WD. So I decided we needed quantifiable data. I don't like using the term butt dyno. I like quantifiable data, so we reached out and got one of the Draggy accelerometers, installed it into a bone stock Element of a friend's up in Maine. Thank you, Beeve. Shout out to you. So he installed the rear subframe connectors only. Initially, we sent him the entire rear trailing arm mount support bracket system, which is the front brackets and these rear subframe connectors. But I asked him to only install the subframe connectors and do a before and after. So the average of 3 runs before installing the subframe connectors, and then the average of 3 runs after installing the subframe connectors, and the results speak for themselves. Now let's look at the after. Same road, same driver, same day, same vehicle. The only change on his stock Element was adding the rear subframe connectors that we now manufacture. And here's the difference. The difference is nearly a full second lowered 0 to 60 time. Now, as far as quantifiable data goes, it doesn't increase horsepower. What actually happens is the front to rear sway motion of the vehicle as you accelerate is less exaggerated, making the car feel far more stable, far more controlled, and overall a better driving experience. I have noticed in my own Element, as with the few others that have this as well, they experience better driving over the interstate around big tractor trailers. If you've owned an Element for a while, you know they can get dodgy when you get around tractor trailers. That feeling is reduced. Can't say that it negates it totally, but it is definitely reduced. When going around corners, the Element feels far more controlled, far more able to rotate the suspension instead of actually just kind of fighting it around a turn. I'm not saying it makes it a road course vehicle because we work on lots of those. What I am saying is that the overall stability of your Element will be improved by these. So we've come out with these. We have them in several different colors. This is a custom color. It's translucent blue. We also have these in black, white, and we can also do them in custom colors. The only issue with custom colors, obviously, it costs us more because we have to buy the powder to then powder coat them. All that to say, and we have an install video to put these in. Here's the main thing that I want to share with you today. It doesn't matter if you have rust in your Element. It doesn't matter if your Element's fast or slow. None of that matters. What matters is this: these increase the stability of your car and the overall handling. So if you're interested in purchasing a set, please reach out to us. You can find us at www.classicautomotivenc.com. You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Classic Automotive NC. But reach out. If you have questions, feel free to ask them. But again, just bringing parts to the Element community, again, a happy little mistake because we were trying to combat something else and came up with this as a solution that we didn't even know that we needed. And honestly, considering the test was done on a bone stock element with bone stock suspension with 200,000 miles on it, that's a big difference.